and welcome to this English News Edition. Here are the major headlines. The BCMR officially launched its Epargne Habitat and the Innovation Banking. For the international scene, sport news, the World Cup, Argentina knocked out in Swaziland and scored their place in the semi-finals. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, sent a message of condolence to His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, Emir of the State of Qatar, following the death of the former Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. On behalf of the people of Djibouti and the government of the Republic of Djibouti, the President of the Republic expressed his deepest condolence and sincere sympathy to the Highness of Emir of Qatar, the royal family, and brotherly Qatari people, praying the God Almighty to grant the deceased His abundant mercy, to admit him to paradise, and grant his family and Qatari people with a patience. In his message, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, affirmed that the disease was an exceptional statement who played a prominent role in the modernization of the state of Qatar and worked to strengthen its regional and international standing. In his message, the President of the Republic concluded his message by praying for mercy and forgiveness for the disease, returning the Republic of Djibouti's full solidarity with the state of Qatar in this profound loss. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. The Bank of Commerce and Industry, Red Sea, officially launched the new housing saving program, an innovative financial product designed to help Djiboutian families accumulate the down payment needed to purchase a home, thus enhancing their opportunity to realize their real estate project. The bank is the first banking institution in Djibouti to launch this type of saving product, a move that reflects its ongoing commitment to innovation in financial service and reinforce its role as a key partner in supporting the government's effort to facilitate home ownership for its citizens. The launch ceremony took place at the bank's training center in the presence of the Minister of Reconstruction and Housing, Ms. Amina Abdi Aden, along with senior officials from institutions involved in housing sector, a number of real estate development for the both of public and private sector, as well as the bank's partners and guests from various sectors. The housing saving program allows Djiboutian families to gradually save for a down payment to buy or build a home, that's opening the door for a wider segment of citizens to benefit from mortgage financing and realize their dream. In his speech at the ceremony, the Director General of the Bank of Commerce and Industry, Red Sea, affirmed that launching this program aligned with the bank's vision to contribute to the development of the national housing sector by providing innovative financial solutions that meets the need and aspiration of Djiboutian families. For his part, the chairman of the board of director of the bank reviewed the program's key advantage and how to benefit from it, stressing that it was specially designed to empower citizens to make a sound financial plan for their real estate project. Several of the bank's partner prominent players in the real estate sector also praised this initiative, considering it an important step towards revitalizing the housing markets and enhancing the home ownership opportunities in the country. The Red Sea Trade and Industry Bank firmly believes that that financing housing for Djiboutian citizens is a top priority, he concluded. At the conclusion of the ceremony, the Minister of Housing, Ms. Amina Abdi Aden, congratulated the Bank of Commerce and Industry RHC on launching this program, emphasizing that this initiative aligned with the government's effort to enhance access to housing and provide innovative financing solutions that helps Djiboutian families own their homes, contributing to the country's urban and solution and the social development. The minister stated that BCMR are a truly community serving banking institution. As its general manager noted, provides a vital service. Owning a home is a lifelong and a type of project which is not playing overnight and in a shorter period. It requires carefully preparation and long-term saving. She said it is crucial that every Djiboutian citizen, regardless of age, has the opportunity to open a saving account, especially for revitalizing and also realizing their dream of home ownership. She conclude the minister. And now, in this magazine, we will follow this magazine, which highlights Djibouti's advanced model for managing port and free zones, known as Djibouti Port Community System. Detailed with our colleague Hidayah Ibrahim.
Djibouti's digital port model continues to attract growing interest from African countries. Following Ivory Coast and Namibia, a delegation from Secus RDCSA, the operator of the Democratic Republic of Congo's single window for foreign trade, carried out a benchmark mission in Djibouti to discover the Djibouti Port Community System, the country's national digital platform dedicated to digitalization of import, export, and transit operations. Established in 2017 under the instructions of the President of the Republic and further strengthened by Decree number 216/2023 PR, the DPCS is now recognized as one of the most advanced platforms in the field of foreign trade facilitation. Its model has been praised by international institutions including the World Bank, the International Association of Ports and Harbors, and the International Maritime Organization. The mission began at the Scale International Hotel with a working session bringing together the Congolese delegation and the DPCS team, led by Director General Warsama Mohamed Bouh. During the meeting, experts presented the platform's main functionalities, its legal framework, governance structure, and the results achieved in modernizing port procedures. To gain a better understanding of this digital ecosystem, the delegation conducted several technical visits. The first stop was at maritime agencies, where discussions focused on digitalization of procedures related to ship calls, manifests, and data exchanges. The delegation then visited Djibouti Port Corridor Road, where they discovered the digital management system for corridor tickets, as well as tools for monitoring trucks and cargo flows. Another key stage of the mission was a visit to the Association of Freight Forwarders of Djibouti. Officials presented the integration of transit operations to the DPCS, which simplifies administrative procedures and improves the efficiency of commercial exchanges. The Congolese delegation was also received by Mrs. Safia Mohamed Ali Gadile, Minister Delegate in charge of digital economy and innovation. Discussions focused on Djibouti's National Digital Transformation Strategy, Vision Djibouti 2035, as well as the concepts of Smart Nation and Smart Port, within which the DPCS fully operates. The mission continued with visits to SGTD Container Terminal and the Derale Multipurpose Port, where the delegation discovered modern infrastructure, cargo handling equipment, and the port control tower. A final meeting with the port and free zone authorities highlighted the complementarity between port infrastructure, logistics corridors, free zones, and digital platforms. The delegation from Secus RDCSA explained that its visit was part of its membership in the African Alliance of Electronic Commerce, an organization in which the DPCS is also a member. The delegation said it had requested a benchmarking mission from the DPCS management in order to draw inspiration from the Djiboutian model and improve the process already implemented in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The visit provided an opportunity to meet key stakeholders from both the public and private sectors, beginning with the DPCS and local authorities.
Nous sommes de Ségus RDC. Ségus, c'est
The Congolese representative said the mission enabled them to better understand Djibouti's operational environment, particularly the management of ships from their arrival, announcements to cargo export procedures, as well as the functioning of the various logistics corridors.
avec l'ensemble des parties prenantes.
martidana soo ziyaaratay maanta nooga timiday
DPCS Director General Warsame Mohamed Bouh said the high-level delegation from Democratic Republic of Congo visited Djibouti to gain a closer understanding of the DPCS and its use by the different actors involved, including port authorities, customs services, shipping companies, freight forwarders, transport operators, banks, and other administrations. He explained that the DPCS is a single integrated digital platform designed to accelerate trade exchanges, improve cargo traceability, and strengthen the competitiveness of Djibouti's logistics corridor. The Director General emphasized that the visit was part of a broader approach based on cooperation and experience sharing. This benchmark mission confirms the growing attractiveness of Djibouti's digital model. Following Ivory Coast and Namibia, the Democratic Republic of Congo has become the latest country to seek inspiration from the Djibouti port community system. Now recognized as an African and international reference in the digitalization of foreign trade, beyond the exchange of expertise, the visit opens new perspectives for cooperation between Djibouti and the Democratic Republic of Congo in the fields of digital transformation, logistics, and trade facilitation.
The conference hall of the National Archive, National Library hosted a ceremony, a literary evening on Saturday dedicated to the launching the literary work of Djiboutian writers and diplomat Zahra Hassan al-Sheikh. These works include the novel My Decision and the short history collection, both published in Arabic. The event reflects the vitality of national cultural scene and the growing creative movement in Djibouti. The evening was organized by the Ministry of Youth and Culture in partnership with the Djiboutian Writers and Authors Union as part of its effort to encourage national creativity and support young writers through the Djiboutian History Club. It attracts a distinguished group of official intellectual writers, poets, and those interested in cultural affairs. The event was attended by the Chief Advisor of the Ministry of Youth and Culture and also the National Agency for Promotion of Culture, Mr. Mohamed Hussein, and the President of Djiboutian Story Club. The evening provides a space for dialogue about the audacious debate, literary experience, and its social theme inspired by reality. These reflect the growing presence of Arabic literature, the Djiboutian cultural scene, and contribute to enriching the National Library with new publication. The chief advisor of the Ministry of Youth and Culture, in his speech, Mr. Idris Musa affirmed that supporting national literary production is at the heart of the state's cultural policy, as it is a cornerstone of national identity and a means of expressing the society issues and aspiration. He congratulated the writer Zahra Hassan Sheikh on publication of her first two books in Arabic. He noted that this occasion transcended the mere launch of two books embodying an ambitious national vision, he concluded. Indeed, the evening concluded with the authors signing copies of her books and presenting them to the attendees amid whispered praise for this promising literature event. Participants consider it a valuable addition to the Djiboutian cultural scene and evidence of the growing interest in writing and authorship among young creative talent. In a moving speech, writer Zahra Hassan Sheikh expressed her immense joy at the launch of her first literary work, emphasizing that writing for her represents a space to express humanity and its issues and a bridge to convey ideas and experience in a language accessible to the readers. She also discussed the theme of her two books and the movies, and the motivation story will be the first step in a literary journey that contributes to serving national culture and enriching Djiboutian literature, she said. And now moving on to the regional scene. The Ethiopian Federal Police and the Intergovernmental Authorities on Development IGAD signed a strategy memorandum of understanding aimed at strengthening regional cooperation in the areas of security training and the institutional capacity building as part of effort to promote peace and stability in the Horn of Africa. These have signed in Sandafa suburb of Addis Ababa by the Commissioner General, the Ethiopian Federal Police, and at the signing ceremony, Commissioner General, he said that this agreement represents an important step toward the strengthening of regional peace and security. More than 2 million people have returned to Khartoum after the Sudanese army recaptured the capital. The International Organization for Migration, known as IOM, announced the return of more than 2 million displaced people to Khartoum after the Sudanese army recaptured the capital from the Rapid Support Forces. According to the IOM, this return is an important step toward resuming life in capital and reflect the residents' desire to return to their homes and participate in the rebuilding of their cities. And to finish this edition with the international news of the World Cup, Argentina eliminated Switzerland by 3-1 after extra time and qualified for the 2026 World Cup semi-final. Argentina qualified for the World Cup semi-finals after a convincing 3-1 victory over Switzerland on Saturday in the quarterfinal. Thanks to this win, these continue their campaign to defend their world title and will face England in the next round. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.